Hi, everyone. My name is Pippa Yates, and I'm one of the co-founders of Turn.io. And for those of you, your first town hall, very, very warm welcome. I can see some of my new friends from the accelerator here. I'd love to see all of your faces. You'll see here the people with cameras on. Most of them are the Turn team. We want to see your lovely faces. This is our moment to join as a community and really celebrate the incredible work that's going on amongst people. So appreciate you if you can and you have bandwidth to show us your lovely faces. And we want this to be as interactive as possible. And as Turn exists to scale effective support for people everywhere. And we try to do this by building a product that makes it easy and secure for you to chat to your end users on WhatsApp and deliver really personalized essential services. But this community is also a big part of what we do at Turn, to build this community of practice, to share best practice about what we're learning, what's having impact, what's not having impact. And so really excited to hear from the Mega Edu team today. He's going to be sharing a little bit later in the community showcase. And this last month, I think, has been a busy one for all of us. We kicked off the Health Accelerator, which is super exciting. We were incredibly amazed at the quality of applicants this year. And it was extremely difficult to get down to the top 10, but they've hit the ground running. We're in our second week of 6, and we look forward to showcasing more and more of the work that they're doing as part of the accelerator as we move on. But I want to just say, for those of you who didn't make it into this Health Accelerator, we are in the background running around, raising funds, speaking to cool partners about running more and more accelerators as we go forward. So please keep a lookout for future calls for Chat for Impact accelerators. There is going to be a lot of action in that space going forward. And I just want to say there are a couple of other things that have happened this last month that we're really excited about. We kicked off a chatbot, or 2 chatbots, should I say, with the Argentinian government to support the elections that are happening in Argentina. It was the primaries a few weekends ago, and we'll look at the main election in October. So very exciting democratic processes that we're supporting through these encrypted channels, which is really exciting. But I don't want to talk too much. There's a lot of exciting things coming up. So I'm going to hand over to the wonderful Kanya, who's going to showcase a few of our new community members. So over to you, Kanya.
Thank you very much, Pippa. And hello, everyone. Great to see some familiar faces and also some new people joining us today. As Pippa mentioned, my name is Kanya Mzungu, and I lead Impact Partnerships at Turn in EMEA. Quite excited today to welcome our newest community members who recently joined us. And these are organizations in different regions and doing amazing work in different thematic areas. The first of those being the Oram Institute, which is an African-focused organization experienced in leading the response, treatment, and research efforts to eradicating TB and HIV. They've recently launched a program called Cut TB, which they're now rolling out on their WhatsApp platform. We also have an organization called YEDI, which is an adolescent health organization and implementation partner of Grassroots Soccer Inc., with a mission to educate, empower, and inspire youth and community development in Nigeria using proven, effective, innovative development approaches such as sport and skills programs. We also have another amazing organization called Elara Health, which is a leading medical products and solutions company that equips healthcare professionals to achieve the best patient, clinical, and economic outcomes. We also have an organization that is focused on education that is based here in South Africa, and they are using AI technology to improve learning for students. They provide personalized and Socratic tutoring for any students through the WhatsApp platform. And lastly, we have FemConnect, which is a women's health one-stop shop that allows easier access to feminine hygiene products and services the way we order food online. And they believe that no girl child should be missing out on a life due to menstruation, because we all deserve a dignified period. So I'd like to welcome all these new organizations, and we look forward and are excited in supporting you on your journey of making an impact. And I'd like to now hand over to my colleague, Lisa.
Thanks, Kanya. Welcome to all the community members. Well, I have the great honor to announce the Chat for Impact cohort. We're very excited to invite these organizations to join the Chat for Impact community. We've had a tremendous application process. Many of you took the time and the effort to submit the application. We want to thank you, as Pippa mentioned. We had over 375 really amazing quality applications, which just is planting more seeds for more accelerators. So watch this space for the future. So in partnership with WhatsApp and the Agency Fund, we are very happy to announce the following 10 organizations that will be joining the Chat for Impact community, as well as part of the Health Accelerator. So from Kenya, we've got Access Afia, providing localized primary healthcare for low-income markets. From Pakistan, we've got the Aga Khan University, and they focus on digital efforts to expand access to health in remote areas. From India, we've got Cranberry Fit, and they're helping women manage period pain and PMS by providing personalized chat-based coaching. From Nigeria, we've got the Help Mum team, and they provide digital solutions like vaccination tracker chatbots for maternal and infant healthcare across Africa. From Brazil, we've got Impulso Gov, and they are empowering local healthcare professionals through WhatsApp to improve preventative care. In India, we've got the Epicent Clinic healthcare team, and they're providing digital behavioral change support with clinical-led programs and AI-based chatbots. And then from the US, we've got Coco, and they are addressing youth mental health through AI and digital interventions. They're going to be trying WhatsApp as a first. And then from Uganda, we've got Rocket Health. They are delivering telemedicine and last mile health services through chat. From Ecuador, we've got Vida Plena, and they're offering evidence-based depression treatment through group-based and cost-effective therapy models. And then we've got Wiser from India, that's providing 24 accessible care and affordable mental health care through AI-led conversations and across 95 countries. So we look forward to working with all of these organizations over the next 6 weeks. We'll be sharing our journey and the deep delve into each use case as we go. And as you can see, this is a truly global community. All of these organizations are hoping to represent a region and also a specific use case. And we look forward to hoping seeing you in one of the next future accelerators. So congratulations to everyone, and over to Simon, our CTO, to chat us through our product updates.
Hey everyone, glad to be here. So for many of you who've been with us on this journey will know that over the last few years, we've been really serious about enabling private and personal and secure conversations. We believe that secure end-to-end encrypted chat is an incredible means to deliver personalized care to people everywhere. And private and personal conversations seriously need to be handled with care. It is a two-way street. And our commitment is to build systems that honor the sensitive nature of the conversations that you all are having in order to deliver greater impact. So as the slide says, we are committed to privacy by design. For us, that means taking proactive steps to protect personal information and keeping privacy in mind throughout the entire journey as users interact with your services. And for you, that means that we are wanting to ensure that services launched on Turn have really great privacy defaults. They are secure, and they allow you to offer a service that your users can trust in their journeys towards better health outcomes. So we're excited to be able to start talking about these things and the improvements we're introducing into the help desk that relate to this idea of privacy by design. And Nilke will be taking us through some of these features. And Nilke, over to you. Thank you.
Thanks, Simon. Hi, everyone. I'm going to chat you guys through a set of privacy features we're launching this month. And I must say, first up is block a user. and I am incredibly excited that we've launched that today. I think it has been our most requested feature to date. And really because if you work on the help desk and someone starts interacting inappropriately, it's really just unpleasant, and it's not a safe environment for your help desk operators. And for a very long time, it wasn't possible on the WhatsApp Business platform to block a user, but it is now possible, and we've implemented it on turn. So just on a very high level, what it allows you to do, if you are in the conversation window and any inappropriate interaction happens, you can block the user, and immediately they will be removed from the chat list, and the conversation will be removed from any of your collections, right? So there's a new block collections where you will find the blocked users. And similar to the experience on WhatsApp, no messaging back to or from the user can happen. So no new messages will appear in the user interface. And if it was maybe a mistake, you'll be able to unblock the user, and things will resume as normal. They will also be filtered out of your reminders contact. So just think of it that all communication is stopped, and it's really, the aim is to have a safer work environment for your help desk operators. So it's been launched today. You will find it on turn. We really hope to add some value to the help desks on that. Then next up, what we're continuing to work on in this month, and it will be launched soon, is around hiding sensitive personal information. So by default, we believe that your personal identifiable and your sensitive information should be hidden. How this will work, and we'll share more about it when it launched. But basically, your admin users will have the ability to set a contact field as private or not private. And that will mean that any non-admin user, they will only see like dotted out information. If you are an admin, you'll be able to view it. So we're making it just by default for non-admins. They won't see private contact fields. Admin users will be able to see it, but also making it a little bit harder to view it. Indrani, if you click the second slide, so there's a non-admin cannot tweak the fields, and if you're an admin, you will have like a little eye emoji, and so you could expose the information if needed, but we're also just making it harder to find it. By default, it should not be visible. So be on the lookout for that, and when it launches, we'll share about that on the WhatsApp group so that you guys are aware. And then lastly, I want to share about a Trust and Safety Playbook series that we are busy launching, and we've already launched one of them. What it means is we are putting together 6 playbooks covering a whole suite of privacy features that you can implement. Each of the playbooks will be dedicated to a specific aspect of safety and really building trust with your end users. The first 3, so informed consent, privacy policy, and PII, so personal information masking, those 3 are slightly more educational. So with the privacy policy, we'll give you examples of like a bite size or a snack size or a meal side of your privacy policy. So how do you make these things available to your users on WhatsApp, and how do you educate them and really help them understand their rights? And empowering them in that sense. And the last 3, so access and edit personal data, data cleaning, and right to be forgotten, they are very actionable playbooks that you can implement, putting the power into the end user's hand to update or delete some of the information. So what we're launching today and making available for all of you to start using is around the right to be forgotten playbook. So Indrani, if we go to the second slide, I'm going to, right to be forgotten is really giving the end user the option to request all of their data. And with all of their data, we mean all of their data. So all their messages, all their media attachments, all the contact details that you have from them on turn, even to the point of deleting their phone number, right? So any interaction that a user have with you on WhatsApp, WhatsApp always shares the phone number, but we have the ability to delete all of that. And if you make this available on your service, your end users can really be like, maybe it's I don't know, a certain service on gender-based violence, and I just don't want anybody to know that I interacted with that or I reached out for help at some stage. So let me show you the playbook. How the playbook is set up is first really showing the user and educating them. So letting them making them aware of their data rights, that they should actually have the ability to delete it, chatting them through how they can make this request to delete their data. Quite a few steps to confirm it, because it is an irreversible action. And then at the end of the playbook, giving them that option to say, okay, well, now that you know and you understand, and if you want to, you can make that request to delete all your data, and then telling them it's irreversible, and that, yeah, all in all, once it's done, we cannot reach out to you again, because we are also even deleting your phone number. I'm going to share an article that we've written that explains a lot more of this and how you set it up, and you can go back in your own time and look at it, really what you get in the canvas and what the playbook would give you. But the shout out is that, yeah, keep an eye on the Townhall group as we launch all 6 of these playbooks. We'll share them in our product updates, and we'll let you guys know on the Townhall group. And then you can use them as building blocks, right? You can use all 6 of them, or you can say, wait, my service will benefit from the privacy policy and some data cleaning functionality. So see it as little building blocks. And then the playbooks, once again, give you that, like, you can just start using it and implement it on your own service. Yeah, so we're very excited about it. Happy to hear feedback from you guys on any of these. Yeah, so that we all work towards more trusted and safer chat environments. And with that, I am handing over to João.
Thank you, Nilka. Hi, everyone. My name is João. I'm tuning in today from São Paulo, Brazil. I'm the Impact Partnerships lead here for the Americas region. It's a very, very exciting day for us here at Turn. We're going to hear about our first major partnership here in Brazil, Megedu. We're joined today here by Ricardo Rocha, product manager for Megedu. We're very, very excited. We are aware of the huge plans that Megedu has for the public education system in Brazil. And I'm very, very excited to hear from them. After a couple of months, they joined us just earlier this year. So welcome, Ricardo.
Welcome. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ricardo, and it's a pleasure to talk with you guys and show to you our case related to public education in Brazil. So Megedu, it's a nonprofit organization that help local governments and the Ministry of Education of Brazil to help schools to get good internet. We have a huge problem here in Brazil. Only 6% of the public schools have good internet connection. And we do that with technical support and products, digital products. And I'm going to show it to you guys the last months of improvements that we did with the support of Turn. And I'm really excited to show to you guys what's going on with our solution. So
Ricardo, let me take you through a question that I think that you're about to answer anyways. But why don't you tell us a bit about who the target audience is for Megedu? I know that you guys do something quite special, and how exactly do you reach this target audience nowadays?
Yeah, we started thinking about to support directly principals of the public schools, because here in Brazil we have a public policy that provides budget to the principals, like $600 per year to the principals buy good internet for the whole year to each school. So, but you can think about this problem. It's a professor, it's a teacher that doesn't know anything about technology, but the government trusts the responsibility on him to buy internet and all the equipments related to the Wi-Fi connection, for example. That's a very huge problem related to the principles. So we think, how can we develop a digital product that help the principals to buy a good package of equipments and a good internet connection? So we think about it and did a lot of interviews with these principals, like 50 or 60 interviews. And we discovered that 100% of the principals have WhatsApp. It's the most common application that Brazilians have in their cell phones. So we started to develop first solution with a MVP, like minimum product, with a WhatsApp chatbot without Turn, and after that we hired Turn to develop a new version. So I think we can go ahead in the slide. So
Ricardo,
in general, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ricardo. I know that for folks here in Brazil, we have a very specific, when you talk about the money, right, we have a very specific budget that is allocated by the federal government to the schools to implement in any kind of improvements. So it's very interesting to see that you guys are actually helping these principals, these school directors, to correctly apply this budget, right? To make sure that they hire the correct internet package, right? My question to you would be, what exactly is the problem that you are trying to solve, right? So I understand that there has been difficulties to get these school principals to hire the correct package, but is this the problem that you're trying to solve? The improvement of the hiring of the package? Is there a bigger goal?
Yeah, that's one of them. I think basically in the first semester we focused a lot of time thinking about how principals can upgrade their internet connections in the schools. But right now we are developing a new version that covers more problems related to this journey, related to the public policy. Like right now we are developing a FAQ with 65 questions related to the public policy, like how the teacher can search for good internet packages, or what is the best amount of speed adequate to the school, or which is a router or an access point, because they don't know, they never see the equipment like a firewall. And this is a very interesting way to develop it, because in conclusion, I think solving the kind of questions related to the principal problems, principals can buy good packages of internet and good equipment with the money delivered by the Ministry of Education.
That's fantastic. And can you tell us a bit more about the content? We see a live image there, but the kind of content that you are currently delivering through WhatsApp, through your WhatsApp channel, to the school principals and the technicians?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe in the next slide we have an example. So that's the previous version. It's in Portuguese, but hello, and we already shared with the principal which kind of information they can see through the WhatsApp channel. And we ask the name and the INEP code. INEP code, it's like an identity related to the school in Brazil. So I'm typing the number of a public school, and we can see automatically the data related to that school. So the principal can continue, and we already bring good information to them, like which is the very good internet speed connection that the principal have to buy to be according to the Ministry of Education guidelines. And the principal continue, and we can see here some offers like Claro or TIM. It's providers, internet providers that we have in Brazil, and the principal can select one of them and give us feedback about the results that we provide to each school. So that's a version, but we are changing right now. Unfortunately, I don't have the authorization or the endorsement of Minister of Education to bring to you guys the link to test the new version. But I think in a few days we're gonna have a version, and I will bring to you the link and the number of the new solution.
That's incredible, Ricardo. And Johnny, would you mind going back 2 slides to the graph, please? So Ricardo, first, this is incredible. The potential that this solution has is you can come with the numbers later of the total number of public schools in Brazil, but it seems like the potential to impact millions and millions of students. One thing that I find very interesting from the chatbot is that when the user inputs the number, the ID number of the school, the INEP, you're actually telling them the current package that they have hired, their current internet speed. And obviously, the hypothesis is that most of these schools have inadequate internet speed. And then you are proposing them, appropriate, adequate internet packages, which can take in consideration what they currently have. That's really, really amazing. Maybe you can chat us through what we're looking here in the graph. I know that you guys launched as a pilot in the state of Rio de Janeiro, in the city of Rio de Janeiro. And then maybe we would also like to hear about what kind of challenges did you have building out your service?
Yeah, that's right. In January, we did a pilot in Rio de Janeiro city with a good amount of principals, but without turn, and we saw like 5% of conversion. It's like each 100 principals that could access the chatbot WhatsApp. Only 5 did it actually. And in May, we did a new version through Turn, and we got 23% of conversion. But related to the question of João, we made improvements related to the way that we achieve the principles, because in the first version in the beginning of the year, we only announced the chatbot through the email of the principals of the schools, and we didn't convince them to use. But in May, we got a step further, I guess. Like we show through videos, through meetings, and with the participation of technicians of the Secretaria de Educação, Secretary of Education, something like that. And we did a lot of improvement in our conversion. That's why we did it recently, partnership with Ministry of Education to announce and promote this WhatsApp line to every school in Brazil. So I think it's a very important moment for us.
That's unbelievable. So you basically creating an ecosystem to connect service providers to school principals with the backing of the Ministry of Education in Brazil, with access to all public schools in Brazil. That's really unbelievable. I guess that another question that I have is, what would ultimate success look like for Megedu? So your ultimate goal, and also what's your medium-term goal? So where do you see your WhatsApp channel going in the next year? I know that you guys have planned to expand, but why don't you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, great. Like the dream part. In the next month, we're gonna launch this new version for each principal of public school in Brazil, and in a dream way, we think that we can receive thousands of users solving their problems in a fast way, 24 hours in a free tool, and you're gonna see like a very good improvement in the internet connections of each school. Like it's a public policy of 300 millions of reais. It's like 60 millions of dollars each year for the Ministry of Education. So it's a lot of money, and we can see that Megedu can make an impact of improvement these purchases related to this public policy. But in the long term, like in the future year, I think Megedu WhatsApp chatbot can be a one-stop shop to each principal solve all these kinds of problems related to technology and connectivity, like not only related to fact or solve questions, but see like budget options to buy new equipment or problem solving solutions for Wi-Fi and so on. I think it's only the beginning for us.
That's incredible. And at Turn here, we're obviously very excited to see the success that you've had with such a small pilot that you did in market, and to see where you're gonna get to in the next couple of months. So we're very, very excited for that. We thank you so much for your time here and for answering all these questions. I'm going to open up for questions. If one of our community members wants to ask Ricardo a question, you can just type it here in the chat, and I'll read it out loud to him. Let's just give folks a few minutes, a few seconds to type in some questions. So our co-founder Pippa has a question for you, Ricardo. So what has been the most difficult part about implementing this service?
I think we had three problems. The first one, it was related to the technology, but Turn helped us a lot with that. So right now, it's very easy to manipulate the Turn system, and made new versions and tests with very good speed. I think that's problem. It's 100% solved, and Turn it's a good partner to address this kind of problem. The second one, it's related to participation or partnership with the Ministry of Education. We saw that it's fundamental to us that principals have trust in our tool. Like if we only present our tool like, oh, hi, I'm Maggie-Do, I'm an NGO, it's not enough. We have to have the support of Minister of Education, and the Minister of Education present us to the principals like a partner. And fortunately, in the past few weeks, we achieved that. And the third one, I think it's the most challenging one. It's related to the convince principals that they can do better, because they made these decisions in autopilot. Like I already did that last year, and I saw already this kind of policy, and I think I know it all that I have to do on related to this policy. And they make a lot of bad decisions. So convince them to improve the kind of spend that they do through the system of Ministry of Education. It's essential. And this last one challenge, I think we're gonna address in the future. It's not 100% solved.
Thanks, Ricardo. We have another question here for you from Ricardo from our team too. He says, launching is always the best way to learn if something works. Since you're about to launch a new and improved version of Maggie-Do, what have been the primary learnings driving this new version?
I think we saw a lot of small learnings through this experience since the beginning of the year. Like show to the principal data related to the school. It's very important, because if I only show to them, oh, you are in the school ABC, and the good internet connection for this school, it's like 200 megabytes of speed. It's not enough, because they see that and oh, but you don't know about my school, you don't know about my neighborhood, you don't know about me. And bring data, more data related to the school, bring trust. The verified sign in the WhatsApp channel. It's other thing that's very important to the principals, because here in Brazil we are one of the biggest countries in fraud, online fraud, and WhatsApp, it's a channel very related to fraud, like financial fraud and all kinds of fraud. So the principal have shared that our tool is safe and secure place to put information. It's essential, and we improved that in the past few weeks to this new version. I think that's one of the examples, but we have a lot, like 10, 15 more examples to think about it.
Ricardo, I think we have a last question for you right before we can also take questions, and Ricardo can answer these over email later. But Simon mentions here, you mentioned the school director already uses WhatsApp extensively. Was this organic or was this mandated by policy? And if this use is organic, what is it about WhatsApp that makes it so popular in Brazil?
It's organic. The Minister of Education don't use WhatsApp. So we are bringing a way to communicate with the principals that's natural for the principals, but non-natural for the public policy management, I guess. And WhatsApp, it's very popular because here in Brazil, we are very good talkers. We love social media, and it's very easy to use. So in Latin America, WhatsApp, it's huge, mostly in Brazil.
Great. Thank you so much, Ricardo. If anyone has any other question, you can just pop it here in the chat, and I'll take those to Ricardo later. So thank you again, Ricardo. Really exciting to see everything that you have done with Turn and with your WhatsApp channel, and super excited to see what the future holds for Mega Edu and the public education system in Brazil in general. So thank you so much. Back to you, Pepa.
Thanks, Joao, and thanks so much, Ricardo. It was really great to hear your use case and to have the Americas represented here around use cases. I think one thing that really touched me in terms of what you were saying was, you know, there's the guide that you're providing principals in order to choose the right internet. I think it's such a powerful amplifier project, right? When you're working at this enormous scale that you are in Brazil, you're working nationally with national government, the smallest, what perceived to be a small change can have a huge effect on the likelihood of all of the students in all of these schools having access to the highest quality educational materials, being able to, you know, look things up, leverage large language models and search capabilities of those as we move forward. It's all of these, it opens up all of these doors for these students. And I think that it's amazing that you're using that decision support tool. And I think a lot of our community are using decision support tools in various ways. You know, some of our health clients are using the similar guides instead of for internet devices. They may be helping patients use their, you know, their blood pressure monitors better, or they're helping people really navigate the decisions that they need to make in their lives. And I think that's completely aligned with the agency fund, our partner for this health accelerator as well. We believe very much in if we can guide people to make better decisions in their day-to-day lives, we can have a huge impact overall using these tools such as WhatsApp. And I think another thing that really hit me was you mentioned that how essential the trust aspect is. That, you know, getting buy-in from the ministry is a long-term, I'm sure, partnership that has been going on for a very long time. But it also speaks to the trust factors. You know, WhatsApp, as you said, uses that verified number, that little green check mark, as an indication of trust. This is a trusted service. We verified these people. They are who they say they would be. And I know we all hate the long-winded process we have to go through to register for Facebook Business Manager and get our organization verified when you sign up for a WhatsApp account, but this is exactly what it's for. And I think, you know, those are the things that WhatsApp puts in place to enable trust, end-to-end encryption as well, to enable the privacy. And I think our team presenting today some additional functionality which also goes along those lines. How do you help your users trust your service more? How do you make it more transparent, what data you have on them and what they can do to edit or delete that data? How do we make sure that all of these services we're providing take into account that we're using by default the highest level of privacies that's practical for us to implement these services, and providing us all with more power in terms of determining what can and can't be seen by certain people within our organization, and making these services generally, you know, higher quality, even more private and even more safe for these users. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming to join us today. And I hope you learned a bit about how these things are implemented in real use cases, how you can really quickly go at an enormous scale like Mega Edu, and we're looking forward to seeing the growth in all the accelerator participants over the next months as they go on this journey to scale their WhatsApp support services. And the team at Turn, as I said, super excited about all this movement. We've got lots of stuff coming up, and we'll keep you updated on any advancements. If there are any new accelerator opportunities in the near future, you will be the first people that we call. So don't hesitate to use the Turn Town Hall WhatsApp group to share further amongst the community, to learn more from each other. And otherwise, we'll see you next month at the Turn Town Hall. So thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.